Marijuana may be legalized in the district, but a widespread underground network has built up around distributing the drug throughout the city. DCW 50's Candace Cole has the story.
2 years ago, D.C. made the move to legalize marijuana for recreational use, meaning you can own it, you can grow it, but you can't buy it. The law left a gray area, making way for a booming underground industry, and not everyone is happy about it. This is Armando, hard at work in his kitchen, baking his signature Snickers top cheesecake for a local competition with one key ingredient, marijuana-infused coconut oil.
For every cup of the coconut oil is about 2,000 milligrams of THC in it.
Armando and his operation Everybody Bakes is part of a booming network of vendors who have found a way to profit off the loopholes in DC's Initiative 71, which says no money, goods, or services can be exchanged for marijuana.
We get donations to Everybody Bakes, and a lot of times we'll provide, we provide free cannabis.
And there's a huge network of vendors in D.C. Many will host pop-up events where you pay an entrance fee at the door, according to Armando.
The vendors will be in there, and everybody has their own table, and you're set up. You have weed, and you have extracts and distracts and everything like that, and edibles as well, and all types of paraphernalia that associated with marijuana. And nothing's for sale, but you're definitely going to leave out of there with something in your hand if you want to. So it's just the way that you go about maneuvering around Initiative 71.
I got an eighth of Purple Kush.
Gladys just made her donation. She's asked us to conceal her face, but was happy to tell me how she found out about Everybody Bakes.
I used the service Leafed In, and when I moved to DC, I knew about the cannabis laws here, and so I kind of just looked around to find something online.
Leafed In is a phone app. It tells you everything from vendors to consumers to workers and where to score the gift of free green. Many vendors like Armando's operate as a delivery service. They get the notification from Leafed In on their phones and then show up weed in hand. But just because recreational marijuana in the district is becoming more commonplace, the debate over its legal status is still ongoing.
It's worrisome to me, the impact it will have on society as a whole.
I'm against it for myself, but I just don't have the control and power to tell other people what to do.
I think I'd be more worried about somebody walking around drunk than I would be high, to be completely honest. I've never met a violent high person, but I've met a lot of very mean drunk people.
Legalize it. Don't criticize it.
According to Initiative 71, anyone over 21 can have up to 2 ounces of marijuana and can consume it on private property. You're also allowed up to 6 plants in your home as long as only 3 are mature. Even though the measure went into effect 2 years ago, there still remains some pushback.
The biggest problem that we see with legalization is an industry that profits off of addiction.
Will Jones, who spearheaded a campaign against marijuana legalization in 2014 and now works with SAM, Smart Approaches to Marijuana, says while he's all for the decriminalization of the drug, he says full legalization has opened up a Pandora's box and gets away from the main purpose behind the change in DC's marijuana laws.
In my opinion, this is not really about social justice. This isn't really about removing criminal penalties, and DC is a perfect example of that, because before legalization was passed in DC in 2015, we had already decriminalized. So you weren't going to go to jail for smoking a joint. We had already decriminalized, and there was a push for legalization, which was kind of an intermediate stop between full commercialization and decriminalization.
Sam's main worry is that full commercialization of marijuana will become an industry that Jones says pushes an addictive substance to vulnerable communities. While none of the vendors on Leafed In are openly advertising for now, Armando feels his involvement is helping those who want to use marijuana do it safely, as well as giving people suffering from different ailments a way to ease their pain without prescription painkillers.
The point is to bring awareness to cannabis, to marijuana. And we always have these stereotypical views of people who use marijuana, like we were talking about before, like the stoners. But a lot of times it's attorneys, judges. So it's not necessarily this whole, boogeyman criminal smoking the joint in the corner, type of thing.
In the district, Candace Cole, DCW 50, News at 10.